Alright guys, we have our next installment of the Magic Treehouse, Pirates Past Noon. So if you remember, Jack and Annie could not know where the treasure was on the island because they just came from the treehouse. But the pirate thought that they knew, and so he took them captive on their boat. So where we left off, Jack and Annie were in the prison in the boat, and they just looked out a window and realized that if the treasure was under the whale's eye, then the treasure was under a rock that looked like a whale's eye on the island. So let's see what happens next. And while you're reading, what I want you to do is pay attention to the way that the author uses quotations. Quotations are when people are speaking. So notice how the author will sometimes say when someone's talking and sometimes not. Sometimes you're able to just know. But think about how the quotations make the writing more interesting. All right, so we have chapter number 7, Gales a-blowin'. So the treasure must be under that rock, said Annie. Right, said Jack. Now we just have to get back to the island. We'll show Captain Bones where the treasure is. Then while all the pirates are digging, we'll sneak up into the treehouse. And make a wish to go home, said Annie. Right. Jack poked his head out of the window of the cabin. Captain Bones, sir, he shouted. The pirates took up the cry. Captain Bones! Captain Bones! Hey! Came a horrible voice. Captain Bones stuck his ugly face through the window. His good eye glared at Jack. What do you want, lubbers? We're ready to tell the truth, sir, said Jack. Go ahead, growled Captain Bones. We know where Captain Kidd's treasure is. Where? We can't tell you. We have to show you, said Annie. Captain Bones gave Annie and Jack a long, hard look. You'll need a rope, said Jack. And shovels, said Annie. Captain Bones growled and he roared to his men. Get some rope and shovels. Aye, aye, Captain. Then throw these lubbers in the boat. We're going back to the island. Aye, aye, Captain. Back in the rowboat, Jack saw the sky had grown even darker with clouds. The waves were bigger. The wind was howling. Gales a-blowin', said Pinky. You'll see a gale if I don't get me gold today, by thunder, Captain Bones shouted. Row, dogs, row! The 3 pirates battled the waves until the rowboat reached the island. They all piled onto the shore. Captain Bones grabbed Jack and Annie. Okay, lubbers, he said. Now show us where the treasure is. There, said Annie. She pointed at the black rock near the tip of the island. Under that rock, said Jack. Captain Bones dragged Jack and Annie down the beach to the black rock. Get to work, Captain Bones said to Pinky and Stinky. What about you, said Annie. Me? Work? Captain Bones chuckled. Jack gulped. How could they get away from him? Don't you think you should help your friends, he said. Captain Bones gave Jack a horrible grin. Nay, I'm going to hold you 2 till the treasure's in me hands. And that is the end of chapter 7. Oh no, I don't know if Jack and Annie are going to be able to get away. Didn't you notice that even though you might have been afraid for Jack and Annie, that some of those quotations were actually really well done? Sometimes adding quotations to a story is the absolute best way to make it a lot more interesting. We can only use it in our narrative writing. It wouldn't make sense to have quotations as much in some of our opinion writings that we've been working on lately. But just think about how you can use those quotations in your own writing. And I will see you tomorrow for the next part of our Magic Treehouse.